Most people stay broke not because they don't make money. They have no idea what to do with it. Imagine you're playing a game with the rules stacked against you. You're working hard, getting a raise, taking on a side hustle. But while you're focused on earning more, your money slips through your fingers like sand. Bills pile up, savings stays low, and dreams get put on hold. But it doesn't have to be this way. Today, I'll show you a simple formula to break the cycle. A proven strategy that puts you in control of your paycheck. Say goodbye to financial stress and hello to building wealth. Because the truth is, staying broke is a habit. Keeping money is a skill. I'm here to teach you how to win the money game no matter where you started. Today, I'll show you a simple formula called the 50-30-20 rule. One of the easiest ways to budget, save, and finally take control of your paycheck. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use it in real life, no matter how much money you make. What is the 50-30-20 rule? So the 50-30-20 rule splits your after-tax income into 3 categories: 50% needs, 30% wants, and 20% savings and debt payoff. It's simple. First, needs. These are the things you absolutely must spend on. We're talking rent or mortgage payments, utility bills, groceries, transportation, insurance, basically anything keeping you housed, fed, and moving forward. Next, wants. These are the things that make life enjoyable but aren't necessities. We're talking about eating out, streaming services, vacations, new clothes, hobbies. They add color to our lives, but they aren't essential. Finally, savings and debt payoff. This is where we focus on securing our future and paying down any debt we owe. Whether it's building an emergency fund, saving for retirement, paying off student loans or credit card debt. These are the things that keep us financially secure and help us achieve our long-term goals. So the 50-30-20 rule is all about balance. By breaking down our spending into these 3 categories, we can easily see where our money is going and make adjustments to ensure we're investing in both our present and our future. So now you may be thinking, great, I know the concept, but how exactly do I apply it? Well, I've got some practical examples coming up that will show you exactly how it works. Example 1, let's start small. $2,000 monthly income. This could be from a part-time job, freelance work, or maybe if you're a student. With this amount, that's how you would break down the 50-30-20 rule. If your take-home was $2,000 a month, example 2, $3,500 monthly income. Now let's move to a slightly higher income level, $3,500 a month. This could be after taxes for someone working full-time in a mid-level position. Let's see how you could apply the 50-30-20 rule. 50% needs equals $1,650. This could include a $200 car payment and rent, $300 towards phone bills and internet, and $250 towards groceries. 30% wants equals $1,050. This could include $50 towards gym membership, $100 towards shopping, $150 towards dining out, $200 towards a hobby like playing an instrument, and $350 towards travel and socializing. 20% savings or debt equals $700. If you have an emergency fund already established, you could start saving $400 towards your retirement or other long-term goals. Additionally, you could allocate $300 towards paying off any existing debt. Example 3, $5,000 monthly income. Finally, let's look at a higher income of $5,000 a month. This could reflect someone working in a senior role or a high-demand field. Here's how the 50-30-20 rule applies. Common struggles and adjustments. Real life rarely fits neatly into percentages, right? Rent might be more than 50%. Debt payments could eat up your entire paycheck. One month you overspend on wants and the next you need to cut back. Don't worry, the 50-30-20 rule is flexible. It's there to guide you, not box you in. Let me show you a few ways it can adjust to your circumstances. So, first scenario. What if your needs exceed 50%? For example, let's say your rent is high and it takes up 60% of your income. That leaves you with only 40% for wants and savings. Now, the 50-30-20 rule suggests you should reduce your wants to 20% and still save 20%. This means being mindful of your spending. Look at your wants category. Are there areas where you can trim down? Maybe switch to a less expensive phone plan, find cheaper alternatives for your entertainment, or cut back on non-essential subscriptions. By doing this, you're ensuring that you're still covering your needs, indulging in some wants, and also saving for the future. Secondly, what if you have debt that's draining your finances? For instance, let's say you have high credit card debt that requires a monthly payment of $400. Again, the 50-30-20 rule is adaptable. Instead of sticking strictly to the 30% for wants, consider reducing it to 20% temporarily. This means being disciplined with your spending. Prioritize paying off the debt and continue putting 20% towards savings. Once your debt is under control, you can reallocate funds towards wants and savings. Lastly, what if you want to save more than 20%? That's fantastic. The 50-30-20 rule is a great starting point, but if you have specific goals like buying a house, investing in education, or planning for an early retirement, you can adjust your savings percentage. For example, you could save 30% of your income while maintaining the other percentages. Just be sure to evaluate your needs and wants to make sure you're still covered. How to apply it. So you understand the concept and you've seen examples. Now let me walk you through step by step on how to apply the 50-30-20 rule to your own finances. Step number 1, write down your after-tax income. Be honest with yourself. How much do you have left after taxes each month? This is your starting point. Step number 2, track your last month of expenses. Every dollar counts. Use bank statements, credit card bills, and receipts. Categorize them into needs, wants, and savings debt. Step number 3, compare the percentages with the 50-30-20 split. Are your needs in line? Is your wants category manageable? Are you saving enough? This gives you a clear picture of where you stand. Step number 4, adjust next month's spending to get closer to the formula. Are there any areas where you can cut back on wants and allocate more towards savings? Can you negotiate better deals on your needs? By following these steps, you'll have a balanced approach to managing your finances. It's not about being perfect. It's about continuous improvement. Tools like budgeting apps can help automate this process, making it easier for you to monitor your expenses and stay on track. Section 7, why it works long-term. Now let's talk about why the 50-30-20 rule is so effective in the long run. It's not just about 1 month's budget. It's about building a sustainable and balanced approach to your finances. Here's why it stands the test of time. Firstly, it helps you avoid overspending without realizing it. Many people feel like they're saving enough when in reality their expenses are creeping up. The 50-30-20 rule keeps your needs in check, ensuring that your lifestyle doesn't expand beyond your income. Secondly, it makes saving automatic. By dedicating a specific percentage of your income towards savings and debt payoff, you remove the temptation to spend that money. You're essentially paying yourself first. This leads to a gradual and consistent growth in your savings over time. Thirdly, it builds financial freedom. Saving 20% of your income might not sound like much initially, but it adds up quickly. With the power of compound interest, even small amounts saved consistently can grow into substantial wealth over time. By following the 50-30-20 rule, you're setting aside money every month to invest in your future self. Fourthly, it provides a safety net. The 20% dedicated to savings and debt includes building an emergency fund. Having this fund in place gives you peace of mind knowing you have a financial cushion to fall back on when unexpected expenses arise. It prevents you from going into debt when life throws you curveballs. Finally, it encourages goal setting. By breaking down your spending into categories, you gain a clearer understanding of where your money is going. This awareness empowers you to set financial goals and make adjustments to align your spending with your priorities. Maybe you want to buy a house, save for your child's education, or retire early. The 50-30-20 rule helps you prioritize those goals and allocate your resources effectively. Final takeaway and call to action. The 50-30-20 rule is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to take control of your money. Remember, Whether you make $2,000 or $10,000 a month, the formula remains the same.